what's up guys? Welcome to the Good to Great series, and today we're going to be talking about crosshair movement. I just wanted to show you guys a little background information of me and my kill death ratio, 2.02. I'm a mostly hardcore player, which is pretty hard to achieve. I mean, you go check other people's kill death ratios and they're fairly lower. So let's start off, and we're going to go to private match. And we're going to do setup game, maps, C-Town, mode. Let's go to standard mode, and we'll do team deathmatch. It's fine. Options, time limit, unlimited, score limit, unlimited. Back, and let's start the game. Alright guys, let's talk about crosshair placement here. Alright, let's go find a good corner. The number one thing that I see most people do is when they're running around, they kind of got this downward look, and it's almost like they're looking above their crosshairs. You should be running around about head height while you're moving. I mean, not head, but body height. Like, you shouldn't be looking at the ground, because in the time that there's an enemy, you gotta snap up, and that's a big pain. It's just slowing you down. There's no need for that. So what I would practice is not looking down, but walking around head height, aiming at levels where if there's a guy up these stairs, I should be already aiming about that height. And if there's a guy, you know, I shouldn't be running up these stairs looking at the stairs and aiming at the stairs and aiming at the ground. Because if there's an enemy here, I have to come up these stairs looking down here, and then, oh shit, there's an enemy, aim up, boom. Instead, if you're running looking at body height and you move around a corner, you're already aiming at the height for them. So it's much simpler just to click, boom, move on. That's going to increase the time it takes for you to kill people, and it's a lot quicker. Another thing I want to talk about is rounding corners. Now, common places that people would be, for example, rounding this alley, be here on these stairs, possibly running up here, or also crouching coming down, or down this alley over here, or, you know, possibly coming out of here heading to these stairs, or whatever. Now, the proper way to come around this corner would be pre-aiming here, common spot, number one, so it's almost strafing out into the pre-aim spot of where an enemy could be. The next spot would be from here, we would rotate our mouse out this way, and now we're looking for enemies up here in this area. And there's, you see it's clear, and you kind of look here, and then you're going to turn and then look this way. You need to be pre-aiming before you round the corner. There's no point in rounding a corner like this. This is bad. It's just going to cost you extra time. And every second, it's all about reactions. Whoever's quicker is going to win the gunfights in close-up. So if you're already pre-aiming at their head or body height, you're going to have a step up on every one of your opponents. And a way I would practice this is just start running maps. Just open up these sandbox matches and just start rounding corners, you know, looking, preparing yourself. You know, just look, just run through them. You know, just take 5 minutes a day, pick a map, and run around it for 5 minutes. You know, you should be pre-aiming up into spots like this, corners, every corner, you know. I mean, obviously there's not going to be someone every corner, but real common spots you need to be. Like, for coming in here, I'm already aiming. When I'm running up these stairs, I'm already looking for the enemy here. I'm not running looking like this and then, oh shit, there's an enemy. No, that's not it. I'm coming in there expecting an enemy and aiming into where a guy could be, type deal. And I would just have to say that this will help you out a lot if you continue to practice this, you know, and then, you know, peeking corners. You don't need to run all the way around a corner to peek. If you come up these stairs and, you know, just show enough so you can see your body, type deal. Especially like if everyone's running around with dead silence, you can't hear nobody. pre-aiming around corners and using proper placement is going to help you out a ton. Yeah, like I said, just run it, 5 minutes a day. Pick a map, run around the map, just start pre-aiming. Break that habit of looking at the ground. This is bad. This is not what you want to do. You're running around looking like this. Alright guys, that is my lesson on proper crosshair placement. And if you like this, think this helped, please subscribe, hit like. I will be coming out with a new video as soon as I can.